first test I'm doing, I found that under the seat is actually a switch. They call it the lock-on-lock switch, which I had to plug to get the box out of there. But I put a wire in there so I can pretend to the switch. I'm testing the charging system now too, and it looks hot, which is good. Right now with the bike running, I'm at 13.23, which is good. So it does like split the seats. And test the charging system too. So right now with the bike running at idle, I'm doing 13.29. Turn the key off again. Turn the key off. Try to start it again and see what the voltage does. The battery looks good when it's charging. I wonder if it might have been that switch, because the first time I had the switch unplugged, I'll show you. Turn the bike off. Basically, turn the switch off, or just take the wire out, basically. So the switch is off. So the starter sounds good. The voltage handles that too, because when you start though, you get the wire reconnected. Alright, so I got the wire reconnected, keys on. And you said it happens after a while. So 12.8, which is good. Turn the key off. In case you leave the key on, so the key's still on. The gauge is on. Does the headlight come on? The headlight doesn't come on until the bike is running. So the battery is good, because right now with the key on, there's no load at all except for the gauge cluster itself. The battery's still hot. Off. I'm turning it off this way. Turn it off again. 11 that time. Something. So now number 1. So now it doesn't work. Push the starter button. Okay, so now let's make sure it's not the starter itself. I can cross the wires, pretend to be the starter button. Piece of metal. This works. So this will basically test the starter, because I basically just run power directly to the starter from this post to the starter, which is the black one. Like I said, this looking like a starter piece of metal, basically. I'm getting a good spark off there. Shut it off again. And look at the voltage at the same time I press this starter prep technique. Now it started 3 or 4 times with the starter to the battery directly. Try to turn it off again and try to start it up. old school. Key out, key off, key out, key in. This is on, brake is on, and start. Then you get to stop. But it's still good with 12. I'm going to do it off and press start again. Off, button on, started. Button off, button on, started. Button off, button on, starter. And it didn't go that time. That's why I still want to. Oh, it did that time after pressing the starter button a few times harder than before. Let's try more pressure. Could be the switch. The switch is being finicky. It might just be the starter switch, the starter button. But it starts every single time off the starter. Right now, key is still on, not running. I'm the starter with this piece of metal. First every time that way. Let's try it a couple more times. Key off, key back on again. Starter middle. Switch off, switch on. I'm starting to think it's the starter button itself, actually. Definitely not the starter. Probably not the relay. It could be the relay itself still. So it's a test the starter button itself. But it's weird because it seems like I pressed a little harder on the starter button than it started at one time. Try it again. Brake on. Alright, so it doesn't think it's a starter. It could be the starter relay or the button.